Good afternoon, students. Welcome all of you to the letter writing class. So, letter writing is a important topic which you need when you enter into job market. So, and also you when you are a student. So, many of us have learned letter writing in school, but we will discuss, like we will revise something which you have already know, and we'll also learn what is business writing and what are the things you need to need to learn in business writing, what are the formal letter writing, everything. So let's start. I think some of you have some idea about letter writing, right? So we'll start from very basic. I'm sharing my screen here. There are two types of letter, basically formal letter and informal letter. So in formal letters, business letters and letters of appreciation and letters to the newspaper are important. So what is business letters? Now business letters should be terse, clear and to the point. There is no room for any kind of stories in a business letter. Before you start to write business letter, there are a few things you should keep in mind. So you have to use simple language to convey the message clearly instead of using flamboyant language. And you cannot use over emphatic vocabulary. So as it is business letters, it is needed in corporate world. So just use, don't use everyday language. You have to use official language, and you have to the language should be clear and flamboyant, and you cannot use over emphatic vocabulary. Never use jargon that is commonly used in business when you write a business letter. You cannot use any jargon. Jargon means any special language, special phrase, because you are writing a business letter. And you also have to avoid abbreviations as much as possible, like that is IE or any other kind of abbreviation. You cannot write it. You have to avoid it as much as possible. The modes of address vary according to the type of letter and receiver. The clear and exact descriptions of the articles necessary with the expected quality and quantity should be listed with utmost care when you write a letter to order goods. So, clear and exact description of the articles is necessary with the expected quality and quantity also should be there uh, when you're writing about goods. When replying to a business letter, you have to always quote the date of the letter and you're responding to and the number of any reference. So when you're writing any business letter, you can always refer to the date about what you are writing, and you can also mention some reference. So what is the company name? Okay, now this is one sample business letter. Company name, street name, number, postcode, city, country should be there. Then the salutation, dear. This is called salutation. So I am writing it, marking it here. This is receiver's address This is salutation. Then one subject should be there. Subject is not here, but subject should be there. Then the main body, conclusion, sender's address. This is the structure. So first you need to write the receiver's address, and when if you're writing to a company, the company's address, which country, everything should be there. Then the salutation should be there. Then the subject should be there. Then the body should be there. What you are writing, like working with your company for the past 2 years has been an excellent experience. Unfortunately, we have to inform that our company has no longer need of your services. So that is because our management has decided to move our marketing strategies in a different direction, and consequently to move involve new partners in our business since the consulting service we have provided for our company are not complementary with current marketing strategy. We have to cancel our contract with you. So you cannot write any like big story here. You have to always be to the point. And you have seen that there are like not any flamboyant language is there, like only simple language has been used. Okay, so we will move forward. Okay, what to include in the letter? You have to include the make the purpose of your letter clear through simple and targeted language. Keeping the opening paragraph brief, you can start with I am writing in reference to, and from there, communicate only what you need to say. The subsequent paragraphs should include information that gives your reader a full understanding of your objectives, but avoid meandering sentences and needlessly long words. Again, keep it concise to sustain their attention. So, again and again, it is saying that you have to be concise and to the point, and no need to write long words. And you can start like this, like I'm writing in reference to, and then you can continue. So, what is the sections of a business letter? We already discussed. Each section of the letter should adhere to the appropriate format, starting with your contact information and that of your recipients. Salutation. The body of the letter closing. So these are the main part. Contact information and that of your recipient. Salutation. Body of the letter closing, and finally your signature. This is your contact information, your name, job title, your company, address, zip code, phone number, email address, everything. Now the date you are penning the correspondence, recipient's contact information, their name, their title, company's address, city and state zip code. Salutation used to whom it may concern. Use the formal salutation, dear, Mr., Miss, doc, anything. You can use dear if it is very formal, informal relationship with the recipient. Then the body, you have to use a single spacing line between each paragraph and after the salutation and above the closing. And you have to leave justify your letter always. Okay, closing salutation should be two sentences. Simply reiterate your reason for writing and thank the reader for considering your request. Some good options for your closing include respectfully yours sincerely, cordially, respectfully. And if your letter is less formal, you have to consider using all the best, thank you, regards. So what we have discussed, closing salutation should be respectfully yours sincerely, cordially, respectfully. And if it is less formal, you have to write all the best, thank you, and regards. Okay, right. You can write your signature just beneath your closing and leave 4 single spaces between your closing and your typed full name, title, phone number, email address, and any other contact information you want to include. You have to use the format below. So this is the format. The receiver's address and name, date, then okay, here they have written on the top only uh, like who is sending, date, and to whom you are writing. Then let's see the letter, look at the letter. Dear Mr. Lee, I would like to invite you to attend our upcoming Liberal Arts Department Job Networking event. The event will be held on the afternoon May 1st. We wish to provide our graduating seniors with an opportunity to meet business leaders. So they have just started the letter with proper salutation and they have just come to the point. The event will be held at the Cox Student Center where the event will held. All the information are there. And thank you for your time and I hope to hear from you soon. Respectfully, then the signature. Okay. So what we have discussed that in the formal letter there should be your contact information, the company's name, address, date, everything should be there. Then the date, then the recipient's contact information, then the salutation. You can use this salutation. The body should be like single space line. Then you have to left justify your letter. And closing salutation should be this. Now, what are the types of business letters? First one is cover letter. What is cover letter and why you need it? Cover letter is something what you have to send with your resume to the company where you are applying for a job. So not all the companies need cover letter, but some companies will need cover letter. So it is a great opportunity to explain your professional experience, qualification, and interest in the letter. And sometimes these are often one page and include contact information, salutation, purpose of the letter, brief overview, and conclusion. So this is cover letter. So cover letter you have to send with along with your resume, but it's not a resume. So some companies need it because there you can write your experience about your skill, about all these things. So let me show you a sample cover letter. Just a second. So this is one cover letter. See, the date is there. To whom it is writing, it's the head of human resource. Address is there, salutation is there. So upon learning about the office manager posting with paper crowns, I was eager to contact you with my interest. I have been working as an administrative assistant for more than 4 years, and I want to keep growing in this career. When reviewing the job description, I was excited to see how well my experience aligns with your company's needs and position requirements. From reading your company's website, I feel your core mission and culture suit what I offer as a professional. So here he has described what is his qualification skill and why he wants to work work there. Sorry. Okay, as an adept administrative assistant, I have a well-rounded skill set in administrative support and foreign talents in office supply management. So here he is describing all his experience and skills, what he can in like do, what he has done. So please review my attached resume for more details. Okay. So this is the points, bullet points he has written, what he has done. So this is cover letter. Now, what is letter of recommendation? Sometimes you have to write a letter of recommendation or someone will write for you on behalf of another professional to verify their qualification or work ethic. Suppose you are going somewhere for work or higher study, then you need some recommendation that you are a good student or you work very well. So letter of recommendation can strengthen an application for employment, higher education or another professional opportunity. Some jobs require recommendation letters from 2 or 3 people who can discuss your qualifications for potential roles. So letters of recommendation include relationship of the recommendation, evaluation of the candidate's qualification, examples, and closing statement. So what is the interview follow-up letter? Interview follow-up letter is a message you send to the interviewer to thank them that they have taken your interview. This shows the hiring managers are respectful and grateful for their consideration for a position. So be sure to send this follow-up letter within a day or the interview to express your thanks and to reiterate your interest in the position. So you have to include key details from the interview that show how you were actively listening. So components of an interview follow-up letter is interview overview, expression of thanks, your skills and qualifications. So what is offer letter? Offer letter is something is very exciting. Like when you get a job from a company will give you an offer letter. So there they will include key details about the position, including salary, start date, benefits, and other employment terms. So you can respond to choose to accept the offer, negotiate terms and decline. So parts of an offer letter include job description, job title, projected start date, salary, benefits, requested acceptance timeline, everything. Sales letter is something which is to introduce a service or product to client or customer. Sales and professionals often use the letters when contacting prospective buyers or strengthening relationships with long-time clients. Sales letters help you personally connect to clients. There you have to include product description, cost, and invitation to purchase or try a product. Letter of recommendation. So employers write letter of recommendation to express pride and gratitude for exceptional performance. These show employee appreciation, and managers might send them out to the entire staff to congratulate an employee for successfully completing a project. This can boost an employee's morale and encourage other employees to excel. The parts of a recommendation include purpose of letter, details of success, and invitation to congratulate. Okay, now what is letter of resignation? So letter of resignation is something when you decide that you will not work in the company and you want to go to somewhere else. That is letter of resignation. So there you cannot write anything negative about the company. If you have any complaint, you cannot write that. You have to always write some positive note about the company. Even if you feel bad, you have to write the positive note. So that's all. So we have learned what is the format of business letter and how you can write business letter. Uh, so the next part we will learn next day. Thank you for your attention.